Right. Well, this is new to me. I didn't see this is your story that you picked up.
Yeah.
Culture. So GTA 6 fans are worried about Sweet Baby Inc. involvement. Is this something that actually has happened? Are they involved? What is it?
Well, people are saying that they think it's possible. And that I think is setting a lot of people kind of on edge.
Mm.
They think that because the game narratively seems to have gone woke, that Sweet Baby Inc. is involved. If you look at Sweet Baby Inc.'s page, I th- is Rockstar one of the brands mentioned?
Don't know. Well, they deleted a lot of stuff from there.
That's true. It did change. I know that Remedy's over there. Wizards of the Coast is over there. Valve is over there. Electronics Arts
Mm.
is over there. Ubisoft is over there, which would explain, obviously the Assassin's Creed game. But I don't recall seeing, nor is it there now, Rockstar. But that doesn't
Well, that's
mean
a
they're not
good sign.
involved.
No, well, that is true.
Yeah. So rumors are flying around now, and this is being reported in a lot of places, including Indy 100, that
Well, who's Rockstar owned by, or is it just
Rockstar
them
was
by themselves?
acquired by was it Microsoft or
Well, because
'cause
they've
they
got
got they got bought. Was it Ubisoft?
I don't know
I'm looking it up right now. Let's find out who they're
because
owned
that's
by.
important, right?
Take Two Interactive. Yeah,
So is that
yeah.
on there? Take Two on there or not?
I didn't see Take Two on there either.
Well, so that's a
So,
good sign then.
well, we can hope. Um, Take Two Interactive Software is got a lot of subsidiaries. Um,
Mm.
yeah, and Take Two Games. So doesn't look like it's a video game holding company.
Oh no, no. 2K, Kalechi, Take Two, 2K. Is it 2K?
Take Two Interactive.
Right,
It
but they
was
got
origin
2K on there.
it was originally founded as 2K Games, and let's
But
go
that's
back
on
to
Sweet Baby Inc. 2K is on there.
okay. Well, then that explains why people are even more worried about it now. So there you go.
See,
Unbelievable.
2K.
That's a real problem.
Ah, Marvel Midnight Suns.
I guess it's
What
over.
is this 2K or not? Am I right? Are they the guys that are
Take
doing it as well?
take
So
take
they
take Two Interactive. Is part of 2K
we
Games, I guess. Because
well,
well, yeah,
you got to be concerned about Midnight Suns then as well. Holy shit!
yeah. So anyway, I from the Indy 100 article, they were saying that the rumors are flying around that they're working with them. So Sweet Baby describes itself, yada yada. So the company has worked with major gaming titles such as Spider-Man 2, God of War, Ragnarok, and Alan Wake 2, which you can actually kind of sort of see that. A Reddit post recently showed that Rockstar's logo under the company's client section, which I know that we just confirmed. However, 2K is listed on the website, American Video Game Holding Company.
Yeah,
Take Two owns the developer. So there you go. So
that's
um,
bad. That's a bad
it
sign.
really is, yeah. Um, so people are worried about it, obviously, over on Reddit specifically. It says if we look at all the GTA games before, I don't think they're going to be involved very much. The satire in the games doesn't fit their narrative.
Yeah,
The fact that they are involved at all is a huge red flag to me, and I think that they consulted to see if there are other ways they can trigger people about some sensitive issues. I don't know, but I think it's nuts. Um, so
yeah. This is a bad sign.
this is not good.
This is a very very bad sign.
If this is the case, this game's going to stink.
Well, it's not just that either, right? So this is a bit of a wider piece conversation anyway. So you've also got your tax money, government funded organization, your tax, take this, is actively encouraging game developers to flip off their customers, the gamers, flip off you. I mean, This is how broad this Sweet Baby Inc. nonsense has been going, guys. So this is all part and parcel of the same conversation, basically. And so they said, if you're reading this, you've probably been hearing about what's now being called GamerGate 2. It's the latest targeted harassment campaign within the game industry, and it's aimed at Sweet Baby Inc., a Montreal-based development studio. So they actively are encouraging game developers, game studios to essentially reject their own customer base. I mean, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. And not just that. Oh, there's more. So Kim Belair is the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., and she's been running these bizarre, like, it's always sus watching what mainstream media does when grassroots sort of customer focused movements happen, right? Always sus. Always watch what media does. And then if they start rallying against you, yeah, it's pretty suspect, obviously. And so Kim Belair has tried to get other journalists to cancel gamers, basically. Cancel the movement against her. But it's it's really, really malicious, and it's really nasty the way they're trying to flip it and frame it completely the reverse of what's happened. So this time is from Game Developer, the website Game Developer, journalist Brian Francis, who quite literally, was it's all part of the same money pile, isn't it?
Right.
Asked to do it, told to do it, who knows? But essentially said, where is it? Let me scroll back down. So here we go. So Francis penned an article that was published at Game Developer. Says, why are Valve and Discord permitting harassment against Sweet Baby Inc.? Heaven forbid a company. How can you harass a company? Are we harassing Disney when we talk about them? Are you fucking for real?
Good question.
Like, are you actually for real? Like, how pathetic are these people? Baby is the right word. It's absolutely the right word. These people are babies. So, yeah, why are Valve and Discord permitting harassment against Sweet Baby Inc.? Child. So it says that Sweet Baby Inc., blah, 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 harassment, etc. I guess there's much more. In an interview with game developer Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Belair said the harassment they've been experiencing started bubbling in October around the release of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake, with the worst hate coming from users on 4chan, Kiwi Farms, and Twitter. Twitter was the worst until recently, she noted. He adds, in the last few weeks, however, the harassment grew stronger after groups spun up on the Steam curation page and Discord server to organize and spread their conspiracy theories. The conspiracy theories that they've worked on, games they've said they've worked on. This is where we're at. What a fucking clown world. Excuse the language, but what an absolute clown world we live in. The conspiracy theories that you're working on games that you've told everyone you're working on.
Right. Bonkers.
Harassment because we've just told people that you've worked on games. What are we actually on? What world are we living? What planet are we living in? What timeline is this? Because get me off this ride. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
There's more.
Oh boy.
Belair admitted she isn't entirely sure how Valve or Discord should remedy the situation. They shouldn't.
There's nothing to remedy. It's people basically conveying the games that you're involved in and what it is that you say you do yourself. Nothing to remedy.
This is capitalism. Yeah. Capitalism, baby. All right? This is capitalism. You're selling a shit product. No one wants to buy it. People talk. Consider Steam the town hall for gamers of the internet. They're spreading the word that your stuff is dog shit and they're helping people actively avoid it. That's all it is. Steam is the town hall of the internet for gamers. So no, they shouldn't be doing anything. And I'm glad Valve didn't, because Valve acknowledged that the curation group and approved it, basically. She and her colleagues at Sweet Baby Inc. aren't experts in online moderation. They're writers. That's rich. You're writers. All right. Their job is to create fictional problems in video games, not solve real ones. Sorry, your job is to create fictional problems in video games? What? She urged Valve and Discord to recognize that harassment campaigns are continuously evolving and that this is their go-to. They're like, it's harassment.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
They think
Fucking
when,
nothing, mate.
but
Be
when
harassed. Deal with it.
But when somebody disagrees with them, Nate, that's harassment.
These people are insane. They are actually insane. Actually insane. Yeah. And that communications platforms need to keep pace with how they're being used to spread hate. What hate? That you're shit? How's that hate? What, we don't like what you do? That's hate. Oh, please. Come on. This is where we're at. This is, you disagree with what we do, it's hate. It's harassment. Oh, God. It's so tiresome, isn't it?
Well, it is. And what's worse is they must have seen this coming or knew that there was a growing unrest in the gaming space. And I, of course, had talked about Sweet Baby Inc. many months ago. But the minute this curator showed up, this got ramped up to a whole new level.
Well, because it just became, apparent, basically. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, the co-founder of this trash fire known as Sweet Baby Inc.,
but it's also their reaction to it.
Oh, I agree. The
curator list was part of it. Yeah. They poured gasoline on that fire because they really tried to clamp down on it all. Yeah. And that's bad. Like, Streisand effect really took a hold.
Oh,
and
it's still taking
hold. Yeah. Hence why we're talking about it. So she continued further, says it's clear that some kind of evolution is needed because this will only get bigger. And I don't mean for us. Yeah, maybe your entire grifting industry is just going to go up in smoke like it should. Honestly, guys, and I said this on the Pro Show earlier today, and I encourage you all, I genuinely stand by this. I mean it. Yeah. Literally stop buying any game associated with anything to do with anyone that is a narrative consultant. Any game that even whiffs of wokeness. Don't buy it. There are better indie games out there that would genuinely appreciate your money, right? They would genuinely appreciate your money and they're providing you a good game. Do what, we always say to do. Vote with your wallets. Stand by it. Actually stand by it. This is capitalism. This is the way to actually crush this and stop it because the video games demographic isn't huge. So if you all actually did it, just the same as the beer drinking demographic in the States, right? You look at that and you're like, oh, that's a pretty big demographic. It is, but it's a very select demographic, right? It's men between a certain age. And what happened? The Bud Light effect happened. And it's been endemic in society since, and they're screwed. They'll never recover. This could be exactly the same situation with gaming. It's really important. Stick to it. Stick to it. And definitely stick to anything that Sweet Baby's attached to, right? Because, they represent everything bad in gaming. And if you take them down, hopefully it'll be a sign for other things to fix. But anyway, whatever. And she continues further, says, if this playbook can work as well now as it did 10 years ago with GamerGate, piss off. It's going to keep working in certain ways, and they will find something bigger and worse to do than this. Bigger and worse than just list the games that you worked on. Go away. Anyway, it gets a bit further. This clown says the steps both companies have taken to moderate these groups appear to have had some effect, but allowing them to remain online. So this is just wrong thing. Allowing a group to remain online, it serves the organizers' purpose, recruiting normies with little knowledge of the development to capitalize on their anger and channel them into directing hate speech, apparently, towards a company and anyone else pressing for inclusivity in video games and beyond. You know what? There shouldn't be inclusivity in video games, right? I'm going to say it. I don't care, right? Just make a good game. I don't care if I'm playing as a black person. I don't care if I'm playing as, you know, a woman. It's irrelevant to me. But forcing inclusivity, or whatever it is in video games, and forcing inclusion for the audience and things like that, for the demographic that purchases it, is nonsense. They'll either buy it or they won't. Video games it's not a huge market. It's a big market share, but it's not a huge market. There's not a lot of video gamers out there in terms of a broad demographic, right? You're not saying 90-year-old Doris go and play in a bloody video game, are you? Right? It's very specific age ranges, it's very specific sexes. So stop it. Stop trying to force this stuff. It's not going to work. Anyway, if those loopholes aren't closed, those bad actors will have learned they can target other developers. Good. And this will be the beginning of another massive hate campaign that will leave our industry and its people worse for wear. No, it won't. It'll make it better. Better for who? The customer. If you don't have customers, you don't have an industry. Fucking do better. Excuse the language. Thoughts?
I don't have anything to add. You've basically been venting my spleen at the same time. I mean, I'm frustrated as all get out, and it's not like they didn't know that this was coming. In fact, they planned for it. It's the victim narrative. It's how they work it all out. They take a situation like this and then, claim all this baloney sausage. Almost said a bad word, but it is what it is. It's fine. But it does, like I said, they come in there, they say, "Oh, we're targeted harassment. People are threatening us." That's the other fun thing. Well, I'm getting death threats. Okay, show them.
Yeah,
show them. Yeah, you guys make a buttload of claims, very much like Disney. Show me what you're doing, because you're doing jack all, and show me that what you're saying is true. It's jack all, and as somebody accurately said in the chat. So big load of gaslighting, and this I thought you'd think was fun. So this is from a while ago.
This is from the CEO of David Bedard, the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., David Bedard, one of the CEOs, co-CEOs. For the past 4 months, my company, Sweet Baby Inc., has been targeted by a far right. Ooh, mate, you wouldn't know the fucking far right if it came up and curb stomped you. You wouldn't know them. You'd piss your pants when the true far right turn up. Like, what are you doing? Clown world we live in. Everyone bangs on about the far right. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Anyone that disagrees with you? Is that it? Is that the metric? Is it? Is it? Is it? Fucking clown. Absolute clown world.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a tough situation for me, my co-founder, Kim Belair, our entire team, and our collaborators. More than the frustrations caused by the harassment and the precautions we're putting in place as a result of that, the toughness comes from the fact that this entire campaign is based on misinformation. Misinformation! So wild and left field, all right field, because the far right, that it's impossible to even engage with to combat it. I don't care about this. Our marginalized colleagues. What? They've got a pussy. Who cares? You've got one, I'm sure. Bloody David Bedard. God, these people. Fuck off. I can't be bothered to read the rest of it. It's just nonsense, isn't it? They are protected and they have a place here now more than ever. Oh my God. Tell them you're not going to let this kind of hate push them out of this industry. You shouldn't be in the industry because you don't enjoy it. You don't like it. That's why you fundamentally want to change it.
Well,
obviously.
Consider all the illegal hiring practices that went into place to make, to force people into jobs that they didn't qualify for at these various game studios. Not necessarily here in this case, but this has been going on for a while. And it's ridiculous. There's been a lot of illegal hiring going on, and it's incredibly frustrating. So, but hey,
William Fleming says, "Sweet Baby Inc. BlackRock's a little secret, I'm sure." Probably.
Oh, well, I mean, you can follow the money. I mean, you have Ghost Baby and all these other things that are all interconnected. They're all like, incestuous relationships, and a lot of them are coming out of Canada. So I'm blaming Canada once again. Sorry, my Canadian friends.
Blame Canada. Yeah. Oh, unbelievable stuff. Do you have anything to add to this?
Other than, I tried to do a story that I know wasn't going to make it to YouTube or through YouTube's like monetization thing, and probably would have got me a community note or a strike or whatever. But this Danny Lalanders person over at uh, Cliffhanger Devs and other places, she's an exact example of why you can't use these illegal hiring practices to force people into your company when they're going to be a problem for you. And the same thing happens with these
Yeah.
consultation firms. They're a big problem for these studios. I would never invest money into a person that I know is going to make my business work far less, worth less, and maybe produce, things that were unprofitable. That's foolishness. Nobody in business wants to bring in people that are unqualified for their job. That's silly. Anyway.
Yeah. But why you've got writers. Why do you need a narrative? Why do you need to hire more writers? What's wrong with you?
Well, again, I mean, it all comes out of the sensitivity reading garbage. If you listen to what Belair herself has said, and I put that clip right in front of the video that I dropped just a few days ago. I think that thing has several thousand views on it, like 16, 17,000, maybe more views on that. And
Mm.
that right at the front of that video, I played that Belair statement about just where her ideology comes from, and then the video before that, I played the clip where they're talking about terrifying people's marketing departments.
God.
So, I mean, it's like you are the worst kind of people, extortionary, all kinds of things like that, and all in an effort to exclude people, not include people. It's just insane. Anyway.
Utter nonsense.
Yep.